Okay. 30 jumping jacks to set us off when you're ready. Thirty-three, 0, and then grab your towel. Forgot to tilt my screen down. Arms extended out. Let's go 5 times around to the right, 5 times around to the left. Opening up your chest and shoulders. Inhale, exhale. From here, going right into our hinges. So hands come to the upper back, hold open that chest, feet in close, knees unlocked, bending at your hips. Let's get 3 more. And coming up to standing. 4-part squat, take those feet out to the side. We're gonna do 5 of them. Reach down for the toes. First one's the worst. Drop your hips, arms overhead and stand. You're waking everything up. Take your time, stretch it out. Reach for the toes, drop in the hips, arms overhead and stand. Five total, bring those feet back in. Relax those shoulders, do our zombie mummy stretch, knees unlocked. Down to the right side, hang low. Let that upper back and neck just hang. As you come across center to the left, let's go 3, starting to the right, ending on the left, and then 3, starting on the left, ending on the right. Keep breathing, keep your eyes open, don't get dizzy. Once you get your 3 and your 3, you can roll it on up, put that towel off to the side. We're going into our runner stretches and our side stretches. So if you need to grab that chair or position yourself near your desk or wall, go ahead and do so. Super wide lunge stance, back heel up, dropping that back hip down, coming either to your knee, a chair, or to the floor, whatever is available for you tonight, and breathe. Move around as much as you want once you get into the posture, unless you need to hold, whatever feels good here, it's fine. Work on dropping that back hip. Try to keep your front heel down. One more inhale. Exhale. When you're ready, carefully try to bring your feet closer together, roll it on up. We're just switching around opposite side, big wide lunge stance. Get that balance, back heel off the ground, and then drop that back hip down, coming down your knee, chair, floor, whatever's working for you right now. And then inhale, exhale. Feel free, move around a little bit here in the stretch. One more inhale. Exhale. Bring those feet closer together, roll it on up. Take your time. Catch your breath if you're feeling dizzy. And then let's just go lateral. So super wide with your feet out to the side. Let's drop that down to the left side first. You can stay up high, or you can drop it down low. Left leg is bent, left heel on the ground. Feeling this inner thigh stretch now. We're moving fast tonight. We got all Tabatas. Tabata Monday. Haven't had a total Tabata day in a couple months now, so we're due. I don't think I've done a total Tabata day since before Christmas, so we'll review what that means, but just know we work fast. Want to be stretched out. Take some time in the middle before you come up. Just leaning over, feeling that stretch in the back of your legs. And then if you want, you can kind of carefully walk your feet back in a little closer together. And then carefully roll it on up. Let's just add that ankle stretch on the end. Let's point and flex with our right. And let's add some circles. And reverse. Point and flex with the left. And circles. And reverse. Shake it on out. Grab some water, or make sure water is nearby. I'm going to need it as we go through tonight. So Tabata review. What is a Tabata? Tabata is when we work twice as long as what we rest for. Okay, so the rest times are really short before you work again. We're doing traditional Tabata. So a traditional Tabata is 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 8 rounds, or a 4-minute Tabata. Okay, that's what it ends up being. So you do 8 rounds. What we're going to do is we're going to focus on one movement. It's either going to have 2 parts, or it's going to be a right or a left. And that's what we're going to focus on, that full Tabata. So for that full 4-minute Tabata, we're going to be resting for about 1.5 minutes in between our Tabata sets tonight. In that 1.5 minutes, that's the time frame where I'm going to explain what the next Tabata exercise will be. So we're going to be doing 8 Tabatas total. I'm just going to explain them one as we go, because I'll have some time in between, and I don't want to confuse you guys too much at the beginning. But just make sure all your supplies are somewhat nearby. That big rest time will be the 1.5 minutes in between. So you will have a second to like grab something. That's nice to have things nearby. That way you can actually just chill and recover in that 1.5 minute time frame. Because those 10-second rests, they're not going to feel like a whole lot of rest. They're going to be like a catch your breath and switch sides scenario. So 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 8 rounds total each Tabata, 8 Tabatas tonight. Okay, so we're going to keep working through the series. Our first Tabata, we're going to be doing lateral lunges. You can do these with or without weight, your choice. The way we're going to do them is we're going to do on the first 20 seconds, everything on your right, standing with your feet together to the left side of your mat. Step out with your right, and you step back in. So we're just going to do all right-sided first 20 seconds, okay? Then you got a 10-second rest, recover, which is not very long. It's probably going to give me enough time to just shift my side of the mat. And then we go left side for 20 seconds. Then you got 10 seconds to switch it around and go again. If you're using the weights and you need to just drop them real quick, shake out the arms. When we get into some of the upper body movements and stuff tonight, I'm probably going to recommend it just so you're not feeling dragged down by your weights the whole time. But just know it's fast. So you're going to like throw them down and you're going to pick them right back up. So a lot of work in those 4 minutes, rest, recovery in between, and then we move along. I'm going to be switching out between like lower body, upper body, so at least something's going to get a little bit of a rest while the other thing is working pretty hard for 4 minutes, and then we'll switch it on and off. But lateral lunges is number 1. That's all you need to focus on initially. Everything right side, everything left side. So we'll end up doing both sides 4 times total in the Tabata. All righty, that's the plan. That's the game plan. We're ready for it. If you need to start with no weights, if you need more of a warm up tonight, be my guest, but we're going to get going here. In about 5 seconds, grab those weights. Here we go. First one, 3, 2, 1, and we're at work. Stepping out with that right foot, lateral lunge, press back to center. Remember, you're pushing from the outside of that foot to get your feet back together. Breathe. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Here's your 10 seconds. Enough time to switch to the end of the mat. Drop the weights for a second if you need to. The 10 seconds is fast. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. First time on our left side now. Stepping out with our left foot. Remember, it's lateral. Try to go completely to the side. Keep those toes on a straight line. Don't step in front or behind. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, 10 seconds. 1 each side. We got 3 more each side to go. Here we go, round 2. In 3, 2, 1, back to work, stepping with the right. Quick recovery times. We're working a majority of these 4 minutes, and then we get our big rest in between before we switch to an upper body movement. 5 more seconds here. 3, 2, 1, rest, 10 seconds. Switch, 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 catch your breath, breathe. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, back to work. Tabatas are so fast, you can't even think about them. That's why I'm keeping it simple with 1 movement. Don't gotta use as much brain power. Just try to keep moving the full 20 seconds. If it's getting tough, drop the weights too. Just do it body weight. 3, 2, 1, rest. Just like that, you're halfway through the first Tabata. 2 more times this side. Right side coming back up. 3, 2, 1, and go. Lateral lunges to the right. Pressing off the side of that foot. 5, 3, 2, 1, rest. 10 seconds off. Switching sides. Left side coming up. 3, 2, 1, back to work. Working through that full 20 seconds. I know that 10 seconds is short. We're gonna rest in between. You'll be able to catch your breath. Let that heart rate come down. 2, 1, rest. All right, 1 more time each side. This is round 7 and 8 of the Tabata. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Last time on the right side. Three, 2, 1, rest. 10 seconds. 1 more, guys. 1 more, and you get 1.5 minutes of rest, recover, grab some water. 3, 2, 1, back to work. 20 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right. Now's your time to grab your water. Give yourself a moment. So you have 1 minute and 30 seconds here. Rest, recovery in between. You can lay down, sit down, do whatever you need to do. Just listen up because I'll be going over our next movement. Clean and press is next. Same kind of format. We're going to go between right and left. So we'll work all of our right arm 1 round, and then the next round we're going to work on our left. So clean and press. You're going to dip down in between because we've got 1 arm. Dip, pull up to your shoulder, press overhead. Okay. Pull up to that shoulder, press overhead. Use that lower body to kind of help drive to the shoulder and then use that to press. So we'll do everything right-sided for 20. We got 10 seconds to switch arms. And then we go to the left. Pull up to the shoulder, press overhead. Pull up the shoulder, press overhead. We got about 45 more seconds here to catch your breath. Do what you need to. Get your life together before we go. We're 1 Tabata down. We got 7 of these to go tonight. 30 more seconds. Make sure you're grabbing water in between. Letting that heart rate come down. Ideally, you want to see your heart rate drop quite a bit in this 1.5 minutes. That way you're fresh and ready to go. We got 15 seconds. If you want to start thinking about getting in position, grab that 1 weight. Remember, we're just doing 1 side at a time. And we're going to go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to work. Right side clean and press. Dip in front. Hold that shoulder. Press overhead. Gotta enunciate better tonight. 10 more seconds. Right up the front of the body. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, you got 10 seconds. Switch arms. Shake out the right arm, left arm is coming up. Here we go, in 3, 2, 1, back to work. Dip, pull up to that shoulder, and press overhead. First Tabata on our left. Using those shoulders. 3, 2, 1, rest. Shake up that left arm. We're going back to that right. We got 1 down each side, 3 more to go each side, starting in 3, 2, 1, back to work on the right. Use that little dip, pull that arm to the shoulder, and then press overhead. Make sure you're not arching your back. Squeeze your glutes as you press. And breathe. 3, 2, 1, rest. Switching over sides. Right arm rest. Left arm gets ready to go in 3, 2, 1, back to work. Dip, drive to the shoulder, press overhead. Halfway, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. You're switching sides. You're halfway through. 2 down each side, 2 more to go. Halfway through this Tabata. Here we go. Back to the right and back to work. Pull, drive to that shoulder, press overhead. 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch. 10 seconds off. Back to that left side. And we're back to work. 3, 2, 1, skip and drive. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, guys, one more time each side. Got that big rest coming up on the back end. 3, 2, 1, and we go. Clean and press, last time right. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. 10 seconds, switch. One more. We start in 3, 2, 1, back to work. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, rest. All right, guys, set those weights down. This is your 1.5 minute break. Catch some water, catch a rest, let that heart rate come down, whatever you need to do. Just be listening up for the next movement. Next motion, single leg deadlift, okay? Weight's gonna be in one hand, opposite leg in front, hinging at the hips, reaching down. If you need the chair or wall for balance support, go ahead and grab it. If, because it's a Tabata and we're moving fast, if you're falling all over the place, just make it a 1.5. Keep the toe down, just send your hips back, okay? That might be a solution if you're feeling super wobbly and you're not able to get many of your deadlifts in. But if you can, take it to the single leg deadlift. Same thing, right, left, we go back and forth. Got about 45 more seconds of this rest recovery. Let that heart rate come back down before we go back into this lower body movement for our third Tabata, single leg deadlift. All right, 20 seconds, guys. If you need to start peeling yourself off the floor or off the chair, you can grab your weight. I'm going to start standing on my right, left leg back. We got 10 seconds to go. Remember your first round too, you always feel the most off balance. And we'll kind of pick it up as we go. Here we go, in 3, 2, 1. Back to work, single leg deadlift on our right side. My weight's on my left. If you started on the opposite leg, that's fine. We're gonna get an even amount. It doesn't really matter. 3, 2, 1, rest. Enough time to just switch around. Weight goes into the opposite hand, opposite leg forward, opposite leg back. I got my left leg forward this time. Here we go. 2, 1, back to work. Evenly moving with your leg and your torso. That's the goal. No shame in your game. If you need to modify or if you need to hold on to something for balance, please do. Wherever you're at tonight is fine. Some days my balance is better than others. 2, 1, rest. Remember, you can always take it to 1.5 if you're struggling. Here we go, back to the right side. 2, 1, back to work. 10-second rest in between is not very long. It's pretty much enough time to just turn around, switch which hand has the dumbbell. I try to look a couple feet in front of me when I'm doing these. Helps me to maintain my balance. You can have the other arm outstretched. 3, 2, 1, rest. Switching sides. You do require a lot of core strength though. Here we go, left side, 2, 1, and we're back to work. Really good for working our stability and mobility as well as our hamstring strength. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. We're halfway. My balance gets thrown off too, even when I try to look at the timer. No one's balance is perfect. Here we go. 2, 1. I bet you every once in a while, Naoko even loses her balance. We're all human. Keeping those eyes a couple feet in front though does help. 3, 2, 1, rest. Pushing back, other side. Set those hips over that ankle, it'll help. 3, 2, 1, here we go. And it's important to note you're gonna have a stronger side, the side you feel more balanced, and one that you feel a little less balanced. It's important to train them both. It's also normal to feel that way. We're generally just stronger right to left. And rest, switch. We got one more time each side. On these single leg deadlifts, we're back to the right side. Last time, 2, 1, back to work. For me, I struggle when I'm standing on my right and the left leg is going back. I do a little bit better on the opposite side, but I never train this side differently. 3, 2, 1. Switch. It's important to train your weak side the way you train your good side. All right, last one, guys. 3, 2, 1. Back to work. Last time. Last single leg deadlift. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. All righty. That break's coming up. Catch your breath, grab some water. Minute and a half. All right, we're back to upper body on this next one. It's gonna be a little bit of a doozy. We're doing a bicep curl. We are just doing one arm at a time, but instead of your other arm just sitting there, it's gonna do an isometric hold, okay? So you're gonna hold one arm at a 90-degree angle with that weight while the other arm is doing a bicep curl, okay? 20 seconds, 10 seconds to completely relax them, and then you just switch. All right, so with the weights, looks like this. One side holds, one side goes. Biceps are gonna be screaming by the end of this. If it starts getting real tough, just take the isometric out of it and just do the one-sided curl. and then the one-sided curl. But if you can hold, that would be the best option. Biceps will scream by the end of these 8 rounds, I promise. We got 30 seconds though before we start. You have a lighter weight, that's maybe your better opportunity. We got to use what we have, 20 seconds. All right. Going in 10. I'm starting with my right arm doing the curl, my left arm holding. I'm starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. My left arm's holding, my right arm's curling. My knees are unlocked. So I'm just moving at my elbow. Both arms are technically working here, just in different ways. 3, 2, 1, rest. Both arms relax. Drop them down. Even if you need to drop the dumbbells on the floor, that's fine. You got to pick them back up because we got 3, 2, 1. Back to work. Now my right arm holds as my left arm curls. And breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, relax. It's going to be a tough one. Told you the biceps are going to scream. We're going back to the right arm curling, left arm holding in 3, 2, 1. Back to work. Try to keep that stationary arm at 90 degrees if you can. Wrist right out from the elbow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. I might even set mine completely down, shake out those arms for just a second here. We got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, my right arm's holding, my left arm's going. Breathe, unlock your knees. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. 10 seconds. Halfway, guys. Shake out the arms in between. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Right arm's curling, left arm folding. Curls for days. Biceps should be slowing down a little bit. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. 5 seconds to go back to that left side. 3, 2, 1. All right, right arm's holding, left arm's going. You got this, halfway. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. All right, guys, we got one more time each side. Whew. Screaming. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hold with the left, curl with the right. Halfway. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest those 10. Last one's coming up. Left side's curling, right side's holding. You can do it. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Back to work. Last 20 seconds. Work all the way to the end. Keep breathing. Keep those knees unlocked. Don't swing your back. Halfway. 1. Rest. Woo! Those are toughies. Weights to the side. Catch your breath. Breathe. Relax. Halfway through this whole program. We're 4 tabatas in. 4 tabatas to go. All right, guys. This next one, we're going back to the lower body. This is going to be a switch off between body weight squat and a squat hold. Okay. Now our quads are gonna burn. So we're gonna do body weight squat for the first 20 seconds. For the second 20 seconds, we do a squat and we hold and we breathe and we pray for 20 seconds. Okay, ideally you wanna hold the bottom of your squat as much as you can. Hold what you can, sit back, weight in those heels, keep that chest up. So it's a body weight squat, and then we do a squat hold. Body weight squat, squat hold, 4 times each, 8 rounds total. We're gonna do it in about 40 seconds. So at least your arms get to rest here. Your biceps get to chill. This time, this round's all about your quads and your glutes on fire. If you wanna add weight, if you're really feeling zealous tonight, be my guest. I'm gonna keep these body weight because I think that's gonna be hard enough, but I won't hold you back. All right, 15 seconds, guys, and we go. Body weight squats, just regular squats are first. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we go. 20 seconds of squats. Chest up, hips back, knees out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest, 10 seconds. All right, guys, this next one, we squat down, we hold. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Squat and hold. Weight back in those heels. Push those knees out. Chest up. Hold that position. Breathe. Hands are here. If you need to do some prayers, that's fine. It's a good time to think about your position. You got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, stand up. Breathe. Relax. Shake those legs out. You're going right back into body weight squats, though. It's going to seem familiar. 3, 2, 1. Squat and move. When you're not holding, this when you're moving. Really makes you appreciate the squats when you have to hold them. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. 10 seconds. Then we get that squat down and we hold it. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. Squat and hold. Weight back in those hips. Really sit into that. Find that position that you feel like you can hold. Knees are pressing out. Chest is lifted. Weight's back in those heels. Feel that in that burn in those thighs. It should be starting. Here we go. We got 3, 2, 1. And you're up. Well, the good news is you're halfway through. Bad news is we got to do that 2 more times. And we go right back into squats in 3, 2, 1. Here we go, 20 seconds. Quads on fire. You almost forgot about your biceps now, didn't you? Now we can't even think about biceps. We're just thinking about quads. We got 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest, 10 seconds. Going back into that hold. Get ready. We're going into it in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Sit down low. Try to get that butt down. Try to push those knees out. Keep that chest up. Squeeze in those quads. You can do it. Breathe. I know it's uncomfortable. Keep holding, keep holding. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you're up. Relax. Shake out those legs. One more time through. One more time. One more time squat. One more time hold. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Back to work. 20 seconds. Last time of just regular squats. Breathe and hold. 10 seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest. All right, guys, we got one more hold. Make it your best hold of the night. Get those feet in place. We're starting in 3, 2, 1. Sit it down. Knees out, chest up. I know it feels horrible, but it's only 20 seconds. You can do anything for 20 seconds. And really, it's only 12 seconds now. We're almost there. Already halfway. Sit down a little lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And stand, relax. We made it. Woo! Shake those legs out. This is your breather. This is your rest, relaxation time. Do what you need to do to get that heart rate down. You need to stretch out the legs. Go ahead and do it. Just be aware, our next exercise, you're going to need that band, so make sure it's nearby. Your 2 movements, we're going to be going from an overhead, arms straight overhead, pulling down, our lat pull down, okay? That's going to be our first 20. Our second 20, the arms come out from the chest when we pull out to the side, okay? So it just goes from overhead, 20, 10 off, arms down, out to the chest, pull here. 2 different types of pull aparts with our band. Remember, the closer your hands are together, the harder it's going to be, the farther apart, the easier. It's all about being quick and with a lot of rounds and not a lot of rest. So make it moderate intensity on yourself. Make it something you can live with for 4 minutes. We got 35 seconds and we go. Catch that breath. Heart rate comes down. The legs get to relax. They're happy. All right. 15 seconds. We start with the overhead lat pull down. Starting in 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to work. Pulling out to the side. Band ends up right at the tops of your shoulders. Using those lats, try to keep the shoulders away from your ear. Three, 2, 1. Rest, arms down. Next one, arms come out from the chest, pulling out to the side, pull apart. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Same thing, we're just chest tight now. So both of these movements, your arms are pretty much straight. They just have a slight bend in the elbow, unlock of the elbow. They stay straight from beginning to end. Feel this in the back of the body, in between those shoulder blades. 3, 2, 1, and rest, arms down. 1 down. 3 more rounds to go. We go back overhead in 3, 2, 1. Back to work, pulling out to the side. Try to keep your shoulders away from your ears as the arms come up. Keep those arms long. It's just unlocked elbows. Using more of the lats in the overhead, a little bit more of the rhomboids or the middle of the back. And the pull apart. 3, 2, 1. But it's all back muscles. This is the back round, the working group that we're on. Here we go. Pull apart. 3, 2, 1. Shoulders down, arms out to the side. The end comes to the top of the chest. Any point in time, if you need to reconfigure your hand grip wherever you're at so that you can keep moving, go ahead and do so. 3, 2, 1, and rest. 2 down, 2 to go. Coming back overhead in 3, 2, 1. Back to work, out to the side. Use those lats. This is your vertical pull. Up and down, coming from the ceiling. Band tracks down towards the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release, down in front. Relax the arms. They get 10 seconds before coming back out from your chest, starting in 3, 2, 1. Back to work. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Backs of the arms, backs of your back should be burning by now. We got 1 more round to get through. Each round, you forget about the other muscle groups because one's just in pain. 2, 1. Last time, up and down. It's like you instantly forgot about all those squats and squat holds. Now your back's on fire. It's a fun little trick. What we're doing here. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest, arms down, 10 seconds. And then our last one out in front. Coming up in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Last time, out to the side, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Back to the shoulders, middle of the back on fire. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Woo! Made it. Okay, guys. We got 2 more Tabata series left. Both of these are going to be down to the mat. You do need a pair of weights for our next series. So as you're resting, recovering, just take a look. You can see what's going on. We're going to be doing a chest fly from the mat, and then we're going to be doing a pull over, okay? So chest fly first. You're going to be on the mat. Knees are bent, feet flat on the ground. You lead out to the side for a chest fly, and then you come together. So this is more like a hug, right? So long arms out to the side with slightly bent elbows together, okay? From there, you're going to drop it down to your chest, drop one weight to the side, one weight comes up overhead. You're going to reach behind and pull back up to center for a pull over, okay? This is your second 20 seconds. You drop it down, you got 10 seconds to grab that second dumbbell. It comes up, and then you keep going. Chest fly, and then pull over. If you want to make it a little harder, you can add your second weight for your pullover. It's completely up to you. One weight might be enough. I'm just bringing my timer down to my level so I can see what's going on. We got a little less than 30 seconds to go. So if you need to start making your way back down to your mat, make sure you got your weights nearby. At least we're on the mat for the full time. You don't got to get up from here. 10 seconds to get up. That would be very cruel of me. No, we'll stay down the floor. We'll stay down here now that we're here. 10 seconds. Let me go. Chest flies are first. Here we go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we start. 20 seconds chest fly. Arm out to the side. Lead with the back of your elbows. Press up to center. Inhale, exhale. And relax. Bring those weights to the chest. Drop one of them to the side if you're using one for pullovers. We start our first round of pullovers in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So you're reaching both arms behind your body. If you can get down to the floor, tap it. Pull back over your chest. Both of these exercises are working on your chest. A little bit different areas. These pullovers also get a little bit into your back, kind of a combination movement. 3, 2, 1, and drop it down to your chest. Transfer that weight over. Grab your second one because you only got 10 seconds. And we're going right back to these chest flies in 3, 2, 1. Back to work. This is round 2. Chest flies out to the side. Press up to center. Inhale, exhale. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. Both weights down to the chest. Drop one off to the side. Safest way to transition. Going into these pullovers in 3, 2, 1. Reach it long behind you. Pull up to center. Same thing with these ones. You kind of just want a slightly unlocked elbow. For the most part, the arms are relatively straight. Inhale, exhale. Two, 1, and rest. Weight down to the chest. Go ahead, grab that other one. Get it centered over your chest so you're getting ready to go back to these chest flies in 3, 2, 1. Back to work, chest flies. Third time through. Tabatas just fly. Sometimes you're moving so fast. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Weights to the chest, 1 to the floor. Prepping ourselves for our pullovers that are starting in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Back to work. Four, 3, 2, 1. Down to the chest, grab that other weight. We got one more time through each of these movements. We're starting back up with that chest fly. Here we go, in 3, 2, 1. We're back to work. Last time, chest flies, 20 seconds. Almost there, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop it down, one weight to the side. Last time, pullovers. Nice little rest coming up. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. Last one, full over, reaching behind the body, pulling up over the chest. Breathe as you go, don't hold your breath. One, rest. All right, weights down. You can put them off to the side. Got to go into this minute and a half here. If you don't want to move from the mat, you don't have to, because we are going to be here for our last set of movement. We're going to do some ab exercise last. We're going to do some side-to-side crunches. So we're going to take one leg, we're going to cross it over. So I've got my right leg crossed over my left. Whatever leg is crossed over, you're going to extend that arm out. So I've got my right arm extended, my left arm comes behind my ear. I'm going to crunch up to the side, reaching my elbow towards that opposite knee. And then I'm going to lower down. I'm going to stay on this side for the full 20 seconds. And then, as you guessed, every round we just switch. Hand behind the opposite ear, crunching off to the side. Okay, so side crunches. If those don't feel right for you, or if you want to do a different type of crunch or ab exercise that you want to work on, be my guest. We've got 8 rounds. Try to make them even. So we're going in 30 seconds. These are our last ones of the evening. Last Tabata. Ending on the mat. Best place to end. 20 seconds, and we start. Catch that breath. All right, 10 seconds. I've got my right leg over my left leg to start. Right arm extended, left hand behind my ear. Here we go. 2, 1, and we're back to work. So we're reaching up. As we crunch, we're reaching that elbow towards the opposite knee. So it's that little bit of that side, making like an X, half of an X. And then we're going to finish out the X when we switch sides. Inhale, exhale. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Go ahead, switch. Opposite knee, opposite elbow, arm extend. We go to our second side. 3, 2, 1. And we go. So we're just crossing, making the second part of that X. Now I've got my right elbow reaching up towards my left knee. Coming off of that shoulder blade. 3, 2, 1. Relax and switch. 1 down, 3 more to go each side. Start back on our right side. 2, 1. Back to work. Crunching back. Reaching that left elbow to the right knee. Or whatever you started with the first side. If you started opposite, that's okay. We're evening ourselves out in the end. 3, 2, 1. And switch. Ooh, it's looking like it's going to rain in my house pretty soon. But then we're finishing up. And 3, 2, 1. Second side. Trying to yank on your neck. Lift from your abs. 2, 1. Relax and switch. You're halfway. You got 2 more times each side. Coming up. Back to first side and 2, 1. Back to work. 20 seconds. Those 10 seconds are short. Lift and squeeze. Reach for that elbow to that opposite knee, that cross body crunch. 2, 1, relax, switch sides. Here we go, back to our 2, 1, here we go. Reach and twist, reach and twist. Get that shoulder blade off the mat. Three, 2, 1, and rest. All right, guys, we got one more each side, last one of the evening. Here we go, 2, 1, back to work. Opposite elbow to the opposite knee. Breathe and crunch, breathe and crunch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch. Here we go, last ones of the evening. We're starting in 3, 2, 1, back to work. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Nice job, guys. Take your time to peel yourself off the floor if you need to. We are going to do our seated stretching tonight, so take your time. Get yourself up. If you need to put your weights away, grab a chair. Give yourself a minute. Grab some water if you need it. I upgraded my phone a couple of weeks ago, and so I went from like an iPhone 8 to an iPhone 12. So my 8, there was like space around my whole iPhone, and now with the new iPhones, the whole thing is a screen. And so I always pick my phone up upside down because I can't tell just from looking at it now which is right side up. So I'm like picking it up and twisting it around in a million different directions. It's definitely a first world problem is that we have such upgraded technology that confuses us. All right, guys, let's extend our right leg out, heel down, toe up, leaning forward, flat back. But I downgraded my size. I went from like, I used to have one of those big, the plus phones that were like so big. I would drop it all the time. My husband always made fun of me because I dropped so much, but I think it was just so big. Now I have like a normal size phone and so much easier to hold. I don't know why I was getting those giant ones. And switch sides. And let's come up to center. Let's do our hip opener stretch. We just kind of got a little bit of our stretching in here when we did our sit-ups. We'll let that hip drop down off to the side. You want to add that spinal twist on, hand to the outside of the knee, reaching behind you, look over your right shoulder. And back through center, untwisting that leg, switching sides. Let that hip just drop first. And breathe. If you want to add that spinal twist on, hand to the outside of the knee, reaching behind you, looking over your left shoulder. And coming back through center, untwist those legs, shake them out. You need to do a little bit more like quad stretching later or hamstring stretching based on whatever feels tight. Go ahead and do so. Let's take our right arm across our body. Each of our sections tonight, each of our tabatas had kind of a different muscle group focus. So we got pretty intense for that one area and then we move on. Then we got really intense and then we move on and switch sides. And release that arm, 2 arms behind your back. Shoulders down, open up the chest. You want to stretch out the neck. You can tilt the ear down towards the shoulder. And release those hands. Let's bring them out in front, round the back. Push those arms forward. And then 2 arms come overhead. Grabbing the the left hand with the right. Let's reach over to our right side. Then you can switch hands, let's switch sides. And back to center, big inhale up. And exhale everything out and down. Way to go, guys. We made it through another Tabata series. Nice work.